You are the master of your fate. Let's begin. I'm going to tell you a secret that men like Carnegie and Ford understood. It's a secret that has been misunderstood, misused, and whispered about for centuries. It's the secret that separates the man who works endlessly for a few dollars from the man who seems to attract wealth with every thought. It is the secret that your money, your destiny, and your freedom are not ruled by banks or bosses. They are ruled by spiritual laws. I'm going to share with you 7 of these laws. These are not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a blueprint for a life of lasting abundance. I'm going to show you why effort alone will never be enough, how your subconscious beliefs are already writing your financial future, and before we end, I'll give you a simple assignment that will begin to align your life with these laws, starting today. Riches begin with a state of mind, with a definite purpose, and with little or no hard work. The universe does not reward vague wishes. It responds to specific commands. I have seen men chase wealth for decades and never catch it because they never decided what they were chasing. They wanted more money, but what does more mean? More is an empty word. It's a whisper into the wind, and the universe has no ear for it. I remember a young man who came to me. He said he wanted to be successful, to be wealthy. I asked him how much money that was and by when he would have it. He looked at me with a blank stare. He had a strong desire, but no plan, no number, no date. He was like a ship with a powerful engine, but no rudder. The ship will burn fuel and churn the seas, but it will never reach a harbor. Definite purpose is the spiritual GPS for your life. It is the concrete, unwavering blueprint you hand to the universe and say, "This is what I am building." This isn't just about money, it's about life itself. A man with a definite purpose knows where he is going, and he does not waste his time or energy on things that do not serve his purpose. Every great fortune I have seen, from Carnegie's steel empire to Ford's automobile factory, began as a specific, clear thought, a blueprint in the mind of one man. They didn't just want more, they wanted to build something specific. They had a definite purpose. Your assignment for this law is simple, yet most people will never do it. Take a piece of paper, a clean blank sheet, and at the top, write your goal. Be specific. What is the exact number you want to earn? By when will you have it? Who will you serve to get it? What will you give in return? When you write it down, you are no longer just wishing. You are creating. You are giving the universe a command. Your subconscious mind is a factory that turns your dominating thoughts into their physical equivalent. You are not what you think you are what you think, believe, and speak on a subconscious level. If your conscious mind wants wealth, but your subconscious believes it is a struggle, the subconscious will always win. It is a hidden force, like a powerful current beneath a calm surface. I'll tell you about a man I knew who was brilliant, a born inventor, but he was broke. He would come up with grand ideas, but they never went anywhere. He always had a reason, a story for why it hadn't worked out. The market wasn't ready. The timing was off. People just don't understand. He didn't realize he was a man who believed, deep down, that he was destined for struggle. Every time he failed, it wasn't a setback. It was proof to his subconscious that it was right. His subconscious, this factory of thought, was working overtime to produce his deepest belief, that he was a victim of circumstance. We will discuss how to identify the limiting beliefs that are silently sabotaging your efforts and how to replace them with beliefs of abundance. Your subconscious doesn't care if a thought is true or false. It only cares that a thought is dominant. Your job is to feed it a new truth, a new story. You must become the guard at the gate of your own mind. Your mind is a field. You can plant flowers or you can plant weeds. Both will grow. Your subconscious is the soil. It will grow whatever seed you give it. What seeds are you planting today? Your circumstances are a direct reflection of who you believe yourself to be. Most people try to get rich to become a person of wealth. That is backward. You must become a person of wealth first, in your mind, in your habits, in your identity, and the riches will follow. I once spent time with a man who had everything. Not just money, but a calm certainty about him. When I asked him his secret, he said, "Hill, I never had to chase success because I never believed it was a race I could lose. I knew, in here," and he tapped his chest, "that I was a man of purpose, a man of value. The world simply agreed with me." He had done the hard work of becoming that man in his mind long before his bank account caught up. This isn't about faking it. This is about aligning your actions with a new inner truth. It is about waking up and asking yourself, what would a wealthy, successful person do today? Would they hit the snooze button? Would they scroll endlessly through other people's lives? Or would they get up and build their own? Your identity is not a static thing. It is a choice you make every single day. The man who says, I can't afford that, is reinforcing an identity of lack. The man who says, how can I afford that, is stepping into an identity of possibility. The second man is already on his way. The first man is stuck in a self-made prison. You must decide who you are, and then you must act as if that is the undeniable truth. The flow of money is like the flow of blood. It must circulate to bring life. Money that is hoarded out of fear will stagnate. Money that is put into circulation, invested, given, and used to create value will multiply. This is not just an economic principle, it is a deep spiritual law. When you hold on to every dollar with a clenched fist, you are signaling to the universe that you live in a state of scarcity. You are telling it there is not enough, and it will respond by giving you more of what you believe, not enough. I saw this principle in action with two different men. One was a hoarder. He had a great deal of money, but he was terrified of losing it. He never invested in a new idea, never gave to a cause he cared about, never spent a dime on anything he considered a luxury. His money sat in a bank account, a cold, dead pile of numbers, and his life was just as cold and lifeless. The other man had a different philosophy. He treated money like a tool. He would use it to build, to create, to serve others, and yes, to enjoy. He invested in good ideas. He paid his employees well. He supported his community. And his money, in turn, seemed to multiply. It was a constant flow, not a stagnant pool. When you give, you signal to the universe that you are not lacking. You are a channel, not a dam. This principle is not just about charity, it's about the energy of money itself. The true purpose of money is to circulate, to create, and to serve. It's time you started treating it that way. Faith, when mixed with imagination, sets in motion a powerful force. There are two types of action, the desperate, frantic kind born from fear, and the inspired action born from a definite purpose and a confident belief. One depletes you, the other energizes you and attracts opportunity. I've seen so many men exhaust themselves with the first kind of action. They work all night, they take on every job, they chase every lead. They are in motion, but they are not moving forward. They are like a man running on a treadmill. He is putting in the effort, but he is going nowhere. His mind is filled with a sense of panic, of not having enough. So every step he takes is an act of desperation. Inspired action, on the other hand, comes from a place of certainty. It's the quiet whisper that tells you which door to knock on, which phone call to make, which risk to take. It doesn't feel like a struggle, it feels like a pull. It's what happens when your definite purpose is so clear and your faith is so strong that the universe starts to guide your hand. This is not laziness. This is a higher form of effort. It's working smarter, not harder. Inspired action is about being in tune with your purpose. It is the whisper of your higher self guiding you to the right place at the right time. The man who takes inspired action trusts that his efforts will be met with a force greater than himself. He is a partner in his own success, not a weary slave to it. Faith is the beginning of all riches. Belief is the spiritual soil in which your desires take root. Expectation is the water that makes them grow. Do you believe you are worthy of wealth? Do you expect it to show up? If not, you are planting seeds of lack. I learned this from an old mentor of mine, a man who had faced ruin and rebuilt his fortune not once, but 3 times. He didn't just hope for success, he expected it. He told me that hope is a flimsy thing, a wish whispered in the dark. But faith is a profound and unshakable inner knowledge. It's the certainty that what you are working for is already yours, that it's simply a matter of time until it appears in your reality. He said, Hill, if you go to a well with a thimble, you will only ever get a thimble of water, no matter how much water is in the well. But if you go with a bucket, you will get a bucket. The well doesn't care. It gives you what you are prepared to receive. Most people go to the well of life with a thimble. They hope for a little bit of good luck, a small break. But they don't expect a full bucket. They don't believe they deserve it. You must cultivate unshakable faith and an expectation of good. This is a skill, not a feeling. It's an internal posture, a silent promise you make to yourself and to the universe. When you expect abundance, you open your arms to it. Words have a mysterious power. They are the clothing of thought. Your words are a spiritual contract. When you speak of your struggles, your lack, and your fears, you are signing a contract with poverty. When you speak of your purpose, your abundance, and your blessings, you are signing a contract with prosperity. The words you speak are not just sound waves, they are seeds, and the universe is the soil that grows them. I have seen men talk themselves into poverty. They would say things like, "I'll never get ahead," or "Money is so hard to come by." They said these things so often that they became their reality. They were honest men, hard workers, but their own mouths were working against them. They were creating a reality of lack with every syllable. Your mind is a ship, and your spoken words are the rudder. You can steer it toward a harbor of abundance, or you can steer it toward the rocks. It is your choice. This is the power of affirmations. They are not empty platitudes, but powerful spiritual tools for programming your subconscious mind and creating your reality. You are telling yourself a new story, and you are doing it out loud so that you and the universe can hear it. You must become a deliberate speaker. Choose your words with the same care that a master craftsman chooses his tools. Speak of your definite purpose as if it is already done. Speak of your blessings, no matter how small they may seem. Speak of your success as if it is a foregone conclusion. Because when you do, your words will begin to create the very reality you are speaking of. We have walked through 7 spiritual laws that govern your money and your life. These laws work together, not separately. They are a system. The secret to wealth is not to chase it. It is to become a channel for it. The man who understands these laws knows that his money problems are not about the money itself. They are about his thoughts, his beliefs, his words, and his actions. Change those, and your financial reality must change to match. The universe is a perfect mirror. It will always reflect back to you the image you hold in your mind. Key takeaways and action steps. Key takeaway 1, your thoughts and beliefs are the foundation of your financial reality. To change your money, you must first change your mind. Key takeaway 2, act with a definite purpose and unshakable faith, not with fear. Key takeaway 3, your words and your actions are spiritual contracts. They either build your future or tear it down. Assignment 1, write it down. Take a piece of paper and write down your definite purpose for wealth. Be specific. What is the exact number? By when will you have it? Who will you serve to get it? What will you give in return? When you write it down, you are no longer just wishing, you are creating. 2, challenge your beliefs. Identify one limiting belief that you will challenge this week and write out a new, empowering belief to replace it. 3, practice. For the next 7 days, speak only of abundance and opportunity. Catch yourself when you speak of lack and immediately reframe it. This simple act will begin to rewire your mind and align you with these laws.
Remember, your success begins the moment you decide to act.